Good morning, everybody. Be honest, off to a rough start here this morning. Had a really hard time waking up today. Which should probably come as no real surprise. So all told, we are now LP573. Good morning. Okay, where are we at here? We missed Eastbow's monster. Stolen ring and new Ansel Path monster. That's a short term, so I'm thinking we should aim to kill that thing. Ferocious monster known as an amber turtle has been spotted roving the new Ansel Path. Bracers from this branch are requested to deal with this threat immediately. Okay, so new Ansel Path. I believe that's the one coming out this direction. No, that's the West Bowes Highway. Which one was the new Ansel Path? Maybe that's the one further down. You give fire, Seth. Die. Wonderful. Missed. That's, that's just the start we needed for this. Give me fire, Seth.
Seems you came up short.
Which was the new Ansel Path? Ooh. Oh, that's one of the lamps, isn't it? Yeah. Looked like a treasure chest from the attic. This is obviously still West Bowes Highway. West is Crone Pass. Revenue Village. That's Revenue Trail. New Ansel Path. I knew it was that path heading up to the Hawken Gate. Oh, got caught. I didn't even see him. Oh well. Killing time. Whoops. Why did he get 2 turns in a row?
That's that then. Let's move out.
Fire stuff. Well, that was a waste.
Take that!
Seems you came up short.
Ambushed. Lord Pettit, welcome. Good morning.
Take that!
Oh, are we done already?
We are trying to remember where the new Ansel path is. That's the Eisen Road. You know what? Give me a second here. Okay. No, Josh is lost, but I think I've got it figured out here. I can't go yet. Come on, let's keep asking around for details regarding the incidents. Wonderful. I can't believe these Sky Bandits managed to circumvent our search and just walked right into town and burglarized a bunch of places. We were really outdone this time. Looks like there's no upgrades for him yet. Damn it! My shop got ripped off by a bunch of thieving criminals. And they took off with every last one of my pricey goods, too. Why did this have to happen to me at a time when there are hardly any goods around to begin with? I'm going to check around here first. It looks like this store was hit by the burglars as well. I guess this isn't the time to be talking about business deals. My factory! My factory and all their goods! They're gone! I've got to report this either to the Army or the Bracer Guild, ASAP. Now hold on just a minute. If either one of these groups saw what was written in that stolen ledger... Yikes! I'd be in a world of hurt. Uh-oh. Looks like this one's not quite all on the level, but we should be able... Let's see here. Ooh. He's only got one slot open. No, you got 5 slots open. Wow. That's nice. Okay, quartzes. What do we got? I think I want to buy an HP. Invade. We got tons of these. Ooh, I like that idea. Okay, now that we got some quartz, let's start equipping some slots here. We are going to give him... a move 1. And then he's got an HP 1, a hit 1, and an attack 1 equipped. We're going to give him an HP 1, and I'm going to give him... Let's see here. Eagle Vision, maybe? I like the idea of being able to see enemies from the distance. We're going to go Eagle Vision. I think we're going to replace this hit 1. With Impede 2. I was shocked when I heard about the South Block being hit by burglars. Morano's mother was here alone, you see. Fortunately, this house was untouched in the burglaries. But it's at times like this when it makes you feel uneasy when there's no man at home. I'm just glad that Morano brought Simon over to watch the house. Now we've got burglars running amok in the city? I swear, what's happening to Bose? I'm just glad they left this house alone, though I'm baffled as to why. They certainly didn't do their homework on this city. I'm not trying to be rude, but this is an initial investigation. Move it along. I need to ask a few questions here. Would you mind getting out of the way? Okay, I've talked to you already. General Morgan may be stubborn, but he's running the show, and he's a very capable leader. I wouldn't expect any less from the man who defeated the Imperial Army in the war a decade ago. But what gets me is why he's having so much trouble this time around. Are you bracers here to ask a few questions yourselves? This is a mess for the both of us, I tell you. We'll be done with our questioning here soon, but how about sitting tight until we finish? Yay! This one turned out really cute! Meow, is this how you wanted this one? Yeah, sure. Something like that. However, we really got screwed, you know that? Huh? Good afternoon. Are you working on another story? Looks like you two are on the trail of a scoop again. Hey, it's you kids! Oh! Estelle and Joshua. Boy, am I glad to see that they let you out of the clinker. Yeah, I heard all about you kids getting arrested by the army up at the old mine. You certainly had me worried. Why are you acting like you had nothing to do with it? It was your info that led us to the village. Hey now, what kind of face is that? Don't tell me you blame us. Did you go and check out the abandoned mine yourselves? Yeah, we did yesterday. But it was after you all had already been hauled off. We could have had a really great shot of your arrest had we been there. It really guts me that we missed such a perfect opportunity for a great shot. I swear, you people in the news business. But anyway, I was wondering if you thought this looked like the handiwork of the Sky Bandits. Lord Pettit, I thought you had come to like me all. It sure looks that way to me. It seems that the army is sniffing around for clues too. But to be honest, it looks like there's nothing to be found here anymore. I see. That does make things a bit more difficult. Well, Mr. Reporter, why don't you let me ask you this then? Do you know from whence the Sky Bandits entered town? According to witness statements, they were seen leaving through the west gate. Well, that's awfully strange. The mayor's residence and the Beau's Market are right through the west gate. And it seems like attacking those two places would be far more lucrative. When you put it that way, that makes a lot of sense. But if you don't mind my asking, who the heck are you anyway? Haha, I'm glad you asked. I'm Oliver Lindheim, a wandering bard and gifted musician. I'm sure you've heard rumors about me, right? Oh, right! You're that guy who drank the wine without paying at that classy restaurant. It takes guts to stiff such a big bill. It's an honor to meet you, sir. You're making me blush. I'm ready for my interview any time, so don't hesitate to ask. Wow, really? I'm getting a headache just listening to this crap. These two are very much alike. I'm not even going to ask how this guy wound up with the rest of you. That would be for the best. The newest model of camera on display here was stolen. Do you think the Sky Bandits have an interest in photography? Thanks to your shenanigans, the pages of the next issue are going to be filled with some real gripping headlines. Let me know if you get any other scoops. Wow. It looks like the burglars made off with nearly everything. I could have sworn that my boss locked up last night. Okay, so we're not done yet. The woman living here said that she had a precious memento taken by these crooks. Oops, me and my big mouth. Let's pretend like I didn't tell you that. What I mean to say is, why don't you just ask her about it after I get done here? Okay, so I still can't talk to any of the people in the houses. There doesn't seem to be anything investigatable here. Hey, you there! What? Is something wrong? I thought I'd better give you a word of advice. Even if you are representing the mayor, at the end of the day, you are all still civilians. We cannot have you wandering around here in the middle of our investigation. Who do you think you're talking to? Your advice seems rather more like a threat. I'm just saying you need to know your place. But if you're so adamant about investigating the matter, then do it after we've cleared out of here. If we get any more trouble out of you, then I'm going to have to give you a personal invitation to jail. Forget about it, Estelle. There's no use arguing with these gentlemen. Ah, for an ass in a lion's skin, you sure know how to throw your weight around, Mr. Soldier. What did you just say? May I ask what's going on here? Colonel! For a soldier in the prestigious Royal Army to be threatening our good citizens. That's an outright embarrassment to us all. But these aren't just civilians, sir. They're members of the Bracer Guild. Oh, is that so? Then I ask you once again, what is going on here? The army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. What do you intend to accomplish by being rude to our allies? But as far as the general is concerned... Ah, yes. That side of the general really concerns me. I'll take over the investigation from here, so please take your men and clear out. But sir... Your men have been here since early this morning, so I presume that a sufficient investigation has been conducted by now, yes? I'll smooth things over with the general later. Is there anything else you wish me to address? No, sir. All right, men, pack it up. We're returning to the Hocken Gate. Looks like that's that. It seems that some of our personnel were rather impolite. Please, allow me to apologize. I appreciate the gesture. But we made some slightly inflammatory remarks as well, so how about we let bygones be bygones? That suits me just fine. And as I stated before, the army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. I think our two organizations working together grants us each the ability to make up for the other's shortcomings. I'm looking forward to any progress you make with the recent series of events. We'll do our best not to disappoint you. He seems like a decent guy. Yeah, I wonder who he is. Colonel, it's almost the appointed time. Oh, already? Excuse me, but it appears I must take my leave. Oh, but before I do, it looks like I haven't properly introduced myself. I am Alan Richard, a colonel in the Royal Army. If there is anything I can do to assist you, please don't hesitate to contact me. Okay, I like him. Colonel Richard? I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. Niall was the one who mentioned his name earlier. He said something about him being a sharp young officer who leads the Royal Army's intelligence division. Oh, right. Wow. For someone in the military, he sure knows how to listen to others. Probably in his mid-30s, and he's not hard on the eyes, either. He seems like he's more fit to be a politician than a service member in the Army. Hey, you guys! Who was that you were just talking to in the black uniform? I could swear I've seen him somewhere before. Are you trying to tell me you didn't recognize him at all? That was Colonel Richard of the Intelligence Division. You know, the guy you mentioned earlier. What? You're not pulling my leg, are you? As fun as that would be... Nope. He said so himself, so I'm fairly confident he is who he says he is. To think that the legend himself would show up here. We can't wait around here like this anymore, Dorothy. Let's see if we can catch up to him. Aye, aye, sir. Although I'm not really sure why we're chasing after anyone. Did you see his eyes light up? I wonder if he's going to do an interview or something. Anyone else in the army would brush him off, but I'm sure the colonel will oblige him. What's the matter with you, Oliver? You look serious. I gotta say, it find creepy coming from you. I was just thinking about the colonel. I'll be the first to admit that he's quite the specimen of a man. But But what? I can say with confidence that he doesn't stand a chance against me when it comes to the ladies. But I'd like to see him try just a little harder. It's no fun without a romantic rival. You just had to ask, didn't you, Joshua? I'll regret it for the rest of my life. Alright, let's see here. Now that the soldiers are gone, how about we resume our own investigation? Let's start by talking to all the people we couldn't talk to earlier. Good idea. I was putting my son to bed last night, when suddenly some masked men kicked in the door and came storming in. I didn't tell my husband because I didn't want him to worry, but my ring, which was from my mother, was taken. A bunch of strangers came in the house without asking. My mom and I were scared, so we hid under the bed. I was shocked when I heard about... Oh, this is them. We've already talked to them. Oh, dear me. Weren't you the bracers who came to ask questions not that long ago? Oh, right, we did come before. I'm really sorry I couldn't talk to you then. So what you came to ask about is what happened last night, right? Yes, that's right. Is this a good time for you? Yes, this is as good a time as any. It was the middle of the night, you see, when I heard a noise coming from outside. And I, of course, thought it was my husband coming home at such a late hour. So I opened the door and started yelling. But it turned out to be a group of masked men coming out of the Orbital factory across the road. I thought my heart was plumb gonna stop right then and there. Although it turned out the burglars were rather surprised and ran away to the north. I see. So it was the Sky Bandits, huh? So what you're saying then is that this house didn't incur a loss of any kind? Yeah, thanks to the mercy of the goddess. Can I ask you another thing? Did your husband coming home late mean that he went to the bar? If it was only that, that would be forgivable. In addition to being a no-good drinker, he's obsessed with this. Cecile raised her hand in a casting motion. Huh? Oh, I get it. You mean fishing, right? I see now. That's right. He loves fishing more than life itself. Just yesterday, he said something about catching some smelt and took off to the lake in the south. And on top of that, he still hasn't come back. Eh? So what you're saying is, he doesn't know anything about the incident? That's exactly what I'm saying. And when that good-for-nothing husband of mine gets home, he's going to get what's for, let me tell you. Hi, honey, I'm home. Ooh, what a day I had. I was fishing patiently all morning, but I have nothing to show for it. Oh, what's this? Do we have guests? You senile old man! My goodness, woman, what kind of fiery tempest has gotten into you? Don't you know it's rude to act like that in front of guests? If anyone's being rude, that would be you. I'm dumbfounded that my own husband can just take off to do what he likes at a time like this. Huh? What do you mean by a time like this? Maybe I should explain. Joshua gave Mr. Kuwano a brief explanation regarding the burglaries which transpired the previous night. Burglaries by Sky Bandits? You don't say? Now that is terrible. But to think that they hightailed it out of here after my wife hollered at them is hilarious. Guess they got to experience the Cecile effect firsthand. What did you just say? Let's all calm down now, shall we? But to think that these Sky Bandits came in the night like they did, and then just disappeared like that. I wonder if it has anything to do with that thing he was talking about the other day. He? What do you mean? Oh right, you don't know him. He is my fishing buddy. He's staying at the inn down the lakeshore to the south of here. If I remember right, he said he remembered something about seeing a strange bunch near the place the other night. A strange bunch? Now this sounds really interesting. Can you tell us a little more about what you've heard? Sure, I don't mind, but I'm just going to tell you up front that this is all hearsay. From what I heard, he just happened to see them by chance as he was out fishing during the night. He saw them leave by way of the inn's front door and then out onto the road. However, when he asked around at the inn in the morning, it turned out that no one like that had stayed there the night before. Yeah, that is rather odd. So was there any type of burglary at the inn? No, nothing of the sort at all. In fact, it's quiet there, the meals are great, and it's, well, a place I'd recommend to anyone. But best of all, it's a prime fishing spot. Though there weren't any definitive clues related to the incident, we did manage to hear a few interesting bits. I concur. I especially liked the one that described all the delicious food at the inn. That's not what we're talking about here. Although I did find the fishing part to be rather interesting. Unfortunately, if there's nothing going on there, I guess it wouldn't be worth investigating. Actually, I think it's quite the opposite. If someone had been careless and caused a problem, the army would have thoroughly investigated it. Conversely, the possibility of the Sky Bandits appearing where there's nothing happening is rather high. Oh, well, I guess that's one way to think about it. And in light of this series of incidents, there's either a spy in the army, or the Sky Bandits are a really clever bunch of thieves. It'll be extremely difficult to corner them only by investigating the incidents which have occurred. We'll need to get one step ahead of them by tracking their movements. I see. So what you're saying is we should take an offensive stance rather than a defensive one. Then how about we get going? Off to the beautiful Valeria Lake, extolled in a rhyme as the Pearl of Liberal. Okay. So this is the new Ansel path, which means we have a boss monster along here to fight. Just gotta find it. Oh! Ambushed. Ah, we have cloners! And they do clone at their current health. That works for me.
Take that! All right, we're good to go.
We're getting water septh out the wazoo. Tentacle monsters! Come on! Oh, that ain't good.
Take that!
Ah!
Nice.
We'll get to see his soon. Actually, it's probably for the best we get into a couple little fights here. We may not be getting much experience out of them, but since it's going to be a boss fight... That might be something we have to use arts on. 2 attacks up, 2 attacks missed. Wonderful. See if it was just random that I missed that thing. Nope. Great. There's one down. Fragrant aroma. Great, it broke her casting. Okay, so they can be hit, just hard. Sorry as usual about the whoa. That ain't good. Ace, welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. Great, now we're poisoned and paralyzed, because that's just what we need. Oh, man.
Take!
That'll end that fight.
Piece of cake.
Ah, something gave Fire Sept. Nice. Excuse me a second, guys. Security. And they hung up. Yeah, I want to get everybody's gauges up a little bit here. Boom! And that's a winner.
Oh, are we done already?
Where is this boss now? We're good with our meters. West Amberl Tower, beware of monsters. South Valeria Lakeshore. Crap. This is just the one. Put Cher to sleep.
Take that!
Piece of cake.
Lisa gives Fire Sept. There's our target, I think. Exterminate! Targets. Wow, that's a lot of them. Fire is super effective. Okay, let's go with these first.
Here I come!
Let's do this!
Let me show you the true essence of beauty. Take that!
He hits multiple targets. Very nice.
Someone's been naughty.
Okay, now they get their turns, unfortunately. Fortunately, about half of them shouldn't even be able to get to me. It's gonna hurt. Okay. 57, 396. This one's next. Got him. Now we'll only take one attack here. Okay, they're definitely very physical resistant. Yeah, they are that. Fortunately, a steady diet of firebolts, and we should have them. That should do it.
Seems you came up short.
18 experience at least, not bad. Exterminated monster on the new Ansel path. So there's that job finished. Valeria Shore. So this is the north shore of Valeria Lake, huh? It certainly seems peaceful and quiet around here. The inn doesn't look too shabby either. I stayed here once before when I was in the area on another job. The wine's great, the rooms are nice, pretty much what you'd expect from a place like this. No, we're still in Bose, we're just to the south of it. Too bad this isn't a pleasure trip. You mean it's not? I at least intended to toss my cares to the wind for a while. taking cat naps in a rocking boat by day, and filling my belly with food and wine by night. Heaven! This is what a vacation is all about. Come on, everyone! I was just joking! We can enjoy a vacation anytime, but now is the only time we can enjoy taking care of some would-be thieves. Even I, Oliver Lenheim, know enough to get my priorities straight. I don't think this has anything to do with enjoyment or not. Well, whatever. As long as he does his share of the work he's here to do. Let's see if we can find the old man staying here that loves fishing. The guest who said he saw some suspicious individuals here 2 nights ago, right? Let's poke our noses around outside first. Nothing seems to be going on outside. I like the music here. The Kingfisher Inn. There are some fishing rods propped against the rack. Welcome to the Kingfisher Inn. Are you here to stay? Let's see. Yes and no. How should I put it? We're here looking for a certain someone. Is there a guest staying here who loves to fish? Well, pretty much everybody who stays here loves to fish. We heard he was a friend of the old man who stayed here yesterday. Do you have a clue who that might be? Oh, are you talking about old man Kuano? If you're talking about his fishing buddy, then I think you must mean Lloyd. Lloyd? I heard he's a professional angler who came all the way here from the Royal City. It seems as though he's a member of the Fishermen's Guild there. He sounds like a pretty amazing guy. Do you know where we might be able to find him? He's out dropping a line somewhere, of course. If I remember right, he should be out on the back pier. My mother and I come here every year on vacation around this time. It's a tradition in our family. My mother seems to look forward to it every time. I kind of feel bad for my father, though, as he always gets left behind. Greetings! Welcome to the stream, Mashed Potato Thrower. Or Mashed Potato Tower, sorry. I misread. Good to have you here. The Kingfisher Inn in Bose and the Maple Leaf Inn in Zeiss are my favorite places to stay. Okay. There he is. Excuse me? Are you the man named Lloyd who's from the Royal City? Wow, he's really focused. He's tuned everything out of his mind but fishing. It looks like this is where my skills come into play. What are you? Just sit back and enjoy. Oliver leaned over and with a smile that left all kind of things up to interpretation, blew into the man's ear. Oh, God. Oh my goodness! What in the... Who are you kids? Where did you come from? That was a dirty trick to play on him, Oliver. Yeah, that was pretty low. How do you do this evening, good sir? We tried calling out to you a moment ago, but we could see that, like a true professional, your attention was fixed upon your task. You're Lloyd, aren't you? Yes, that's right. But how did you know my name? We heard from a certain old man about you. Do you have some time you could spare to speak to us? I see. So you've heard from Mr. Kuwano, did you? Yes, I saw that strange pair about 2 nights ago. I knew it. Could we get you to fill us in a little more on the details? Before that, are you all bracers or something? This is somehow related to some sort of crime? We can't say for sure, but there does appear to be a possibility. Gotcha. In that case, I'll do what I can to help you out. Thank you for the compliment, Mashed Potato Tower. It's the first I've ever been told that. It was the other night when I was out fishing on my boat. I was returning to the inn, dead tired after a day of battling out with the master of this lake. It had gotten late into the night, and it was about the same time when everyone at the inn was asleep in their beds. Now hold on a minute. What do you mean by the master of this lake? I'm glad you asked! The master is a giant salmon that swims in the murky depths of Valeria Lake. It has been the feared king of the waters among fishing lovers for over a decade. Crap. I shouldn't have asked. It looks like you've thrown a log onto the maniac's fire. Is it really that huge of a fish like you say? You bet your last mirror it is, and I've been chasing the darn thing for the last 5 years of my life. It comes and goes in different parts of Valeria Lake and changes its feeding spots on a whim. I've heard from a buddy of mine that it had appeared in these parts, so I came a-running from the royal city. Ha! Now that's what I call passion! I can completely understand where you're coming from. Whenever I find something I like, I stop at nothing until I get a hold of it. For example, a bottle of Grand Chardonnay and such. In your case, steal it is more accurate. How about we get back to our story? So, Lloyd, what happened when you came back from fishing that night? I'd be happy to feast with you, but I don't drink, Lord Pettit, so I would have to pass on that part of the offer. Oh, right. I had returned to the boat and was on my way into the inn, when I saw an odd couple head out onto the road from the grounds behind the building. Onto the road? In the middle of the night? Yup, no doubt about it. They headed out on the new Ansel path. At first, I thought they were a group of people visiting from the city, heading back home. But it was way too late for something like that. And when I asked at the inn the next day, nobody knew a thing about it. Thought maybe I'd seen a couple of ghosts or something then. Ghosts? There are ghosts that come out here? Just so you know, the two I saw were a young couple. They might have been 2 lost souls who committed a double suicide after not being accepted by those around them. Don't tell me anymore! Oh, brother. A bracer that's afraid of ghosts? The guild is doomed. Not to mention her habit of always wanting to hear more ghost stories and other bizarre stuff. Well, isn't your being scared attractive in its own right, Estelle? Not sexy, but cute nonetheless. Like a little kitten shivering in the cold. You'd better watch out, because this little kitten bites. Well, I was just kidding about the ghost part. But the couple did, in fact, seem to be one with a purpose and a reason. I say this because the girl was wearing some rather odd clothing. What do you mean by that? I only saw her from behind, so I couldn't say for sure. But it looked to me like she was wearing some kind of school uniform. A school uniform? It couldn't be. It wasn't one from the Genus Royal Academy, was it? Wow, you really know your stuff, kid. You betcha, my niece goes there as well, and it looked exactly the same as the one she wears. I see. This whole event just got a whole lot more interesting. I know what you mean, Ace. Believe me, I know what you mean. It's her! I know it's that lying tomboy for sure. We're finally onto her trail. What? So she's an acquaintance of yours? Then while you're at it, tell the two of them not to fret and rush into anything they'll regret later on. If my mind isn't failing me, I could have sworn they said something about coming again tonight. Is that true? Yep. We'll meet back here in 2 days, is what the young man said. His tone seemed rather serious, so I couldn't help but think on it. Well, that's understandable. We appreciate the valuable information, just leave the rest up to us. We won't let them get into any more trouble than they already are. Oh, I see. That's a relief to hear. I feel like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders now. Now that that is off my chest, I feel like taking a boat out and fishing again. Well, there's no time to lose. I'll leave you young'uns to your work. Man, I don't even measure up when it comes to that fishing nut. He mentioned something about a fisherman's guild, too. I wonder what kind of group that is. So how is this couple involved with the missing airliner incident exactly? If you don't mind telling me, that is. Well, in a nutshell, Shara explained that they encountered Josette and Roulette. I see! That seems to be the person in question, all right. Which means that tonight is the night, huh? Yeah, it looks like we should probably get a room, just in case. We're going to be in for a late night tonight. All right, let's go ask the receptionist about a room. Will you be staying here with us tonight? Yeah, that's the plan. Hold on, Estelle. If there's anything that we haven't taken care of, we'd better do it now. I don't want to head back to Beau's after we've gotten a room. I guess you're right. Not just yet. I understand. I'll reserve your room, so please come back after you finish with your other errands. Okay, we've still got the stolen ring quest. Let's swing back up to Beau's. Ah, that's how that thing works. I can... Ah. And I still got ambushed. I kinda hate dealing with these guys. Okay, definitely have to heal Joshua, and Cheryl leveled up. Very nice. Orb mint, tier. Oliver needs it too. Oakley dokley doop. Okay, so that's gotta be... Let me check the board. I'm going to report that in. Rest really quick. Okie dokie. I guess we are heading back south. At least with this quartz equipped, it's a lot easier to either surprise the monsters or try to avoid them.
Take that!
Seems you came up short.
Dodge you, because I don't feel like dealing with you. Okay, so I guess we're about as prepared for this as we're going to get. Of course not. Who's gonna hurt? Eh, not too bad. God dang it. Come on. Please hit. Step up. Missed.
Let's move out!
These are starting to fight some stuff that's giving us fire again. Dracnon, welcome! It happens. Will you be staying here with us tonight? Yeah, that's the plan. Hold on, Estelle. If there's anything that we haven't taken care of, we'd better do it now. I don't want to head back to Beau's after we've gotten a room. I guess you're right. All right, then. Please come with me. I'll show you to your room. This is where you will be staying. I will leave you here, so please relax until dinner is served. This is quite a nice room. It has a certain atmosphere that you just don't find back in the city. Yeah, it's great, huh? It wasn't that expensive either. What to do now? How about we relax until it gets dark? What a nice idea. I'd be more than happy to do just that, but is it really okay to take it easy? Rest when you can. That's part of a bracer's job, too. This is our free time, so let's enjoy a meal, take a stroll, or something else. Wow, what a picturesque view. The entire lake looks like it's glowing. Too bad we can't see the royal city on the opposite shore because of the haze. Kopros! You made it! Better late than never. You still got an hour left. But from here, it's easy to tell that this is the biggest lake in the kingdom. This lake is like a fisher's dream come true. I'd bet it'd be a blast to throw a line in those waters. Then how about it? It might be a nice change of pace for you. Yeah, maybe I will. What are you going to do, Joshua? Me? Let's see. There's a book I've been meaning to read, so maybe I'll just sit in that chair and relax. How old are you again? Only geezers talk about sitting back and relaxing. Young boys are supposed to get out and move their bodies. I'll leave that part to you. Sometimes you can be such a drag. Oh well, I should hurry up and decide on a fishing spot. Somewhere around that pier looks like it might be a lucky spot for bites. Maybe I have to go in and get one of the rods first? No. There we go. Yes, this looks good. Definitely the best spot. Now let's see about casting a few lines. Start fishing. Crap, I don't have a fishing pole. I wonder if somebody at the inn has a spare I can borrow. Sherazard and Oliver are having a drink of chilled fruit wine together. Shara, should you start drinking again when it's only noon? No matter how light the liquor is, drinking too much is bad for your health, right? Don't worry, this stuff is just like water. Estelle, sometimes we all need to take a breather. I understand your concern for Shara, but you can leave her to me. Actually, Shara's not the one I'm concerned about. Do you have a fishing pole I could borrow? Yes, of course we do. They're right over here, and they're free to anyone lodging here. Wow, really? Score! Borrowed progressive rod. This is a pretty nice rod to be loaning out to everyone. Alright then, I'll put it to good use. Please enjoy yourself. Yes, this looks good. Let's see, from this pier, which would be the best place to drop a line? Right around here looks nice. Come on, fishy, fishy, fishies. Now, what should I do about bait? Alright, let's sit back and relax and see what we come up with. Sweet! I got a bite! Now this is the critical part. How should I bring it up? Wait until it gets tired before reeling in. Alright, let's see what we got. Reeled in holy boots. Curse you, holy boots. This victory is yours. Let's see, what should I do now? Should I live bait this time? We reeled in holy boots again. Reeled in a rainbow trout. I caught a fish, not a pair of boots. Now this is quite a catch. Let's see, what should I do now? Let's go for one more. Don't change. Let's try live bait this time. And let's wait a bit before reeling it in. Another rainbow trout. I think that's good enough. Man, it's already starting to get dark. I guess I ended up with a pretty good catch after all. Check this out, Joshua. Look what I caught. Huh? Joshua? What's this? The book 100 Days War seems to have been left on the table. Estelle picked it up. Yeah, you gotta love that our first two catches were a pair of holy boots. I wonder if Joshua just forgot this. For being so sharp, he sure can miss things sometimes. I guess I'll just have to take it to him myself. Then again, I wonder where he could have taken off to. Hey there, laddie! What are you doing whittling away the evening in a place like this? Not much. How about yourself? Are you done fishing, or are you heading back into battle? No, I've already had my fill. It sure has been a while since I did, though. Oh, that reminds me. Estelle held out the book she found on the table. You said you were going to read, but you ended up leaving your book on the table. You should be more careful with your stuff. Oh, that. I actually finished reading it. My eyes were starting to feel a bit tired, so I thought I'd take a walk for a change. I was kinda hoping. Liar. What? You're hiding your feelings again, aren't you? I can tell that's what you're doing. And besides, it's not really fair. You always find a way to cheer me up when I'm feeling down. And while I may not be as reliable as Dad, I can still give you a shoulder to lean on. Sorry. It's times like these when you should say thank you and not apologize. You may be smart, Joshua, but sometimes you don't seem to know what's most important. You're probably right. Thanks, Estelle. Very good. Now that wasn't too bad, was it? Oh, right. And in return, how about you play me a song on your harmonica? As you wish. Is The Whereabouts of Light good for you? Yep, that's the one I wanted to hear. I wonder why it is that when I hear the sound of your harmonica in the evening light like this, it makes me want to cry. So you're still not going to ask? About my past, I mean. You promised, remember? You were going to tell me when you felt like it, and I wasn't going to ask, right? And considering that 5 years have passed, it doesn't seem like such a big deal anymore. Yeah. It has been 5 years, hasn't it? How can you just live with me for that long and not have a million questions? That day your father came home with this beat-up kid, some random stranger who never says a word about his past. Why'd you take him in like that? Well, it seemed like the obvious thing to do. Besides, you're family now, Joshua. And like I said before, I know you pretty well. You love books, you're a weapons geek, and you've got a serious knack for just about anything that comes your way. You're kind and fair, but you've also got a way of not letting others inside by using politeness as a shield. Now wait a minute. And you're caring. And lonely. Of course, I don't know everything about your past. If you want to make comparisons, I don't know a whole lot about Dad's past either. But it doesn't mean that he and I aren't family, right? Being a family for us has more to do with me knowing his personality, his habits, the food he likes. You know, the kind of things that only I would know firsthand. And you're no different, Joshua. You make it nearly impossible to argue with you. You know that? It's been like that since the first time we met, and you gave me that flying kick to the gut as I was lying in bed. Wounded, I might add. Did I really do that? Yep, injured and all. More than once. I'm sure it was just a bit of childish play. Blame Dad for my lack of social graces. Yeah, sure, nice excuse. But anyway, Estelle. What? Let's make sure we solve this whole airliner mystery. I don't know if Dad's been captured or anything, but let's resolve this with our own hands. Sure. That's exactly what I intend to do. How about we head back to the inn? I'm sure supper is ready by now. Great idea. I'm starving. We need to eat our fill so we're ready for tonight. That was a great little scene. It really was. It kind of explains so much about these two. Oh, I almost forgot. Here's your book, Joshua. Oh, right. Estelle held out the book she found on the table. I'm actually done with it. And at this point, it just ended up being bulk weight. I wonder what I should do with it. It looks like a pretty difficult book, but do you think if I spent some time with it, I'd understand? I'm sure you'd be fine. There's already a lot of stuff you know in there anyway. So do you want to take a stab at it, Estelle? Sure, I'll give it a shot. Received 100 Days War. Help a fellow out! I'm begging you! I can't take another drink! Wow. I think I've just reconsidered my opinion of you, Oliver. It's pretty rare for anyone to still be conscious after a night of wine with Shara. Well, didn't the two of you come at the good time? How about having a drink together? You're both good for that, right? We're going to eat dinner now, so the answer is no. Come on, you two. When I say let's drink, we drink. You're going to make me very angry if you don't sit down for a glass with me. Oh, great. She's already reached stage 2. Rage mode. Don't worry, Shara. Oliver said he's good for another couple rounds. How about having him keep you company? What? So you can still drink more, can you? Joshua! How could you just give it to me like that? I can't. I can't. Don't you feel sorry for the poor guy? I don't know. Should I? You're like a little demon, and cute at the same time, too. At least the fish are polite here. I guess he'll be just fine. How about we sit at the counter? I'd hate to bother the two of them. Right, good idea. Please, Shara, I'm pleading with you. You and the fish, don't pour me another glass. Ah. Oh, God, Shara drank him under the table. Now that scene was worthwhile. Oh, he's totally plastered. It looks like even a guy who takes his sweet time for everything couldn't stand up to a drunken Shara. Oh, wow. What a night of drinking. I've been so busy lately, I haven't been able to enjoy myself like this for a while. And you're not even red in the face either from all that alcohol. Are you sure you haven't had some special kind of training, Shara? It could have been all the bizarre liquors I drank while I was in the troupe. You know, the ones with scorpions and asps in them. I might have built up my resistance that way, but who knows? Somehow, I don't think that's the case. By the way, what do you plan on doing with him? He's pretty much useless as he is. Let's just let him sleep. He looks so peaceful now, and we wouldn't want to disturb him. There's a very high possibility that we'll have a direct encounter with the Sky Bandits tonight. And getting a civilian wrapped up in the middle of it all wouldn't be a good idea. Don't tell me you. You got Oliver drunk so he wouldn't be able to come along, didn't you? Well, of course I did. And he'll thank me in the long run, too, after his raging hangover, anyway. And so that whole time, you were just toying with him, weren't you? Let's see, it's getting late. Let's hurry and begin our stakeout around the inn. Don't skirt around the issue, Shara. Quiet, you. For the time being, we're going to circle up to the far pier. Understood. All right, then, let's go. Oh, Shara, please. I can't take another. I don't see anyone. I don't know what kind of business those siblings could have here, but do you think they'll really show up? There's no guarantee, of course, but if Lloyd's information has any truth to it, my best guess is that they'll be here. However, if we move around too much, there's the possibility that we'll be seen and they'll take off. Since the Sky Bandits are supposed to come from the road, it might be a good idea to watch the area. Right, so where should we watch from? We need a place where we can see the road without being noticed ourselves. A place like that would be ideal. A place where we can see the road but not be noticed ourselves. Let's see here. Well, here's the road. Here we go. Hey, what's that? Well, it looks like we're a little early, huh? Yeah, it seems that way. You know, if this were the middle of the day, we could have gotten ourselves a bite to eat on the way. Quit talking nonsense. We're outlaws, remember? Now let's hurry up and get moving. Wait for me, Kyle. I should have known it'd be them. It looks like they're headed for the far pier. I wonder what they intend to do. Shall we take a look and find out? Let's try to get as close as we can without being noticed. I should have figured they wouldn't be here yet. They always come exactly on time. Haley, you made it! Good morning! I really hate those guys. They act like they're so superior, and to be honest, they're kinda scary. No doubt about that. They are quite the clandestine bunch. But there's not much we can do about it. This is an order from Don. This seems to be a good place. Yeah, we can hear every word they're saying, too. Hey, Kyle. Don't you think Don's been acting a bit strange recently? Yes, but you said the only way you'd be late for the stream would be if you overslept. I know how you'd have a tendency to stay up dueling until 4 in the morning. It's not like him to, just not like him to ask me. You know, the whole hijacking of airliners thing. While I admit it was lucrative, now we've got the army clamping down on us full scale. Not to mention those annoying bracers are now evolved. And he's gone and taken hostages and demand a ransom in return. No matter how I think about it, it seems like Don has gone way overboard this time. So did you oversleep or did you just forget about me, Haley? It's 10:30 in the morning here. In the end, you'll always be just a girl. Deep down, you're just not cut out to run with the bad crowd. Excuse me? Okay, maybe not the best wording, but I meant it as a compliment. If things are getting too tough for you, you're always welcome to try salvaging a life back home. It shouldn't be too hard to get by as long as you don't let your sights too high. Although, admittedly, it is a bit colder than Libero. Do you think you can just treat me like a kid and I'm not going to get angry? I'd like to see you get by without me, with your crap cooking and all. Not to mention the laundry. Do you really want to go back to your burnt toast and turning your underwear inside out? Okay. I see your point, and I really am sick of toast, burnt or otherwise. But anyway, think about what I said before it gets too late to back out. Now, getting back to what you said earlier, I do have to agree that Don has been acting pretty weird. Does he expect us to just keep fishing for ransom? We should take what we can get. And I'd like to believe that Don is smart enough to see that. Don't you think he started acting strange about the time that guy showed up? It's the only thing I can think of as to why he started acting like this. Yeah, he was the one who introduced us to those other guys, too. He might have even gotten Don to buy into his ideas. Who's that guy and he? That's certainly a good question. Huh? What's that over there? What's what? It looks like whoever it was they were waiting for finally showed up. It looks like you made it. On time, as usual, huh? You could have come a little early for a change, or even late. Definitely not my type, that's for sure. Say what you will, but we're trained to be punctual. Now, if that displeases you, then let me offer my sincerest apology. Relax, I was just being sarcastic. Now I know you guys are definitely not the type I want to be around. Enough already. We don't have time for that. Now, how about we get down to business? Have there been any other developments since last time? Yes, in fact. Her Majesty finally made a move. She intends to contribute to the ransom from her own assets. Seriously? We're going to get paid out of the Queen's own pocket? I guess we're pretty close to getting the money then, right? How about the Royal Army? Is there any indication they figured out where our hideout is? Not yet, but it's only a matter of time until they do. We've received reports that members of the Bracers Guild are on the move as well. At any rate, on the morning of the payoff, you'll need to leave your hideout behind. Yeah, no problem there. We just happened to run into the temporary shelter by chance. Don shouldn't have any regrets about it either. There are way too many suspicious types involved in this. What do you want to do, Shara? Should we just storm in, shoot them all, and let Adia sort them out? I got a much better idea. A better idea? These two siblings appearing here means that the Sky Bandits' airship is parked somewhere nearby. There's not much we could do if they got away again, so how about we try taking that out first? I see. Take away their means of escape, right? I'm down for that. How about you, Joshua? Joshua? Oh, right. Take out the airship first, right? Yeah, I think it's a good idea, too. What's wrong? Your face looks really tense all of a sudden. It's nothing. Yeah, I'm sure it's just my mind playing tricks on me. We don't have much time. We've got to get out onto the road and start looking for that airship before they finish their meeting. The party took to the road in search of the location of the airship, and... So they're parked in front of the Amberell Tower, huh? This is definitely the perfect place to land since it's off the main road. Isn't the Amberell Tower supposed to be just like the Esmelos Tower? Yes, it's one of the ancient ruins referred to as a tetracyclic tower. So what do you want to do, Shara? Should we subdue them? That's one way to go about things. But there's more than double their number since the last time we encountered them. Don't worry, even with twice as many guys, they're no match for us. So how about we take them all on at once? I don't know if that's the best way to go about things. Sorry to keep you all waiting. Keep it down or they're going to hear you. Well, isn't this a surprise? I can't believe you're standing here after the state you were in before. Your tolerance is impressive. Who do you think you're talking to? Rather than miss a minute of your fair company, I dutifully puked my guts up and dumped a bucket of cold water over my head. Voila! I was good to go! I didn't know about that. I think I hear your liver screaming somewhere in there. That's some serious tenacity. Come on, I couldn't let you all enjoy the fun yourselves, right? I had just come out of the inn when I saw you guys hit the road, so I came running from behind to catch up with you. I guess I went a little too easy on you. Maybe I should have had you down all that brandy at once. You'd have put me to sleep for good if you'd done that, Sheriff. But anyway, fighting the Sky Bandits here would lack finesse, don't you think? I don't think that's the issue here. No, I'm serious. Even if you subdued them all and managed to arrest the two siblings, there's still a chance they won't tell you where their hideout is. And they might even use the hostages as leverage to demand their release. Well, there's a risk involved with whatever course of action we take. Or do you have a good plan on how we can avoid taking such a risk? Boy, do I ever. Listen up, everybody. Okay. But if you blow in my ear, I'm seriously going to punch your lights out. We're just in a major story sequence, Haley. There's also a lot of points where I'd run around killing things. Kyle! Josette! It's good to see you make it back. I didn't think you'd be gone so long. So talks took longer than expected, huh? Yeah, but we're nearing an end with our negotiations. We also managed to get a great deal of information about what's going on with the Royal Army. So what you're saying is, yep, we'll be getting the ransom money within a few days. We'll finally be one step closer to making our dream a reality. We did it! Sweet! Cool it down, guys. It's a little too early to be getting excited yet. For the moment, we need to head back to the hideout and report to Don. Alright, everyone, pack up and let's get out of here. Roger that! And it's been a pretty story-heavy night overall. The temperature outside is 69.8 degrees with 15% humidity. There's a south-southwest wind blowing at a speed of 12 Arja. There are no orbital reactions in the surrounding area. It looks like the Army isn't patrolling here. Activate the orbital engine and begin transmitting orbital energy to each section of the airship. Aye, sir. Orbital engine activated. Transmission of orbital energy to all sections underway. Orbital floater started. Orbital driver started. Stabilizers all green. Alright, lift off. Aye, aye, sir. So I wonder where we stowed away. Set the drive weight to 40% and maintain cruising speed. However, make sure that we can switch to battle speed at any time. Aye, sir. It looks like we'll make it back before morning. Yeah, I'm ready for some serious shut-eye myself, but I've got to report to Don first. Huh? Did you just hear something? No, I didn't hear anything. That's odd. I could have sworn it came from below deck. Maybe it's just a mouse or something. I'll have to clean up the place when I can find some free time. There we are! I know that spot. Boy, am I tired. Ever since we came here, my night and day have been completely reversed. We've just got to tough things out a little longer, and then we can say goodbye to this horrible life. With Don as our leader, we can't go wrong. But don't you think Don's been acting a little strange lately? I mean, he's kind of scary to talk to these days. How about you knock that crap off? If Kyle or Josette heard you talking like that, they'd beat you upside the head. But it's just that I'm sure you're just tired from lack of sleep. Let's hurry and finish up here and get some rest. You're welcome to take a rest now if you like. Ah! You're those... You're too late! Here we go! Let the fun begin! We got some Sky Bandits to pummel. With us getting an ambush on them, they don't have a chance.
Take that!
Ah, one of them's gonna get an attack off. That's disappointing. And done. And they dropped Fire Septh. Sweet! We needed this place. Good experience. Whew. It looks like we were able to get in here without any trouble. I'm amazed that this little plan actually worked. I guess we'll all have you to thank this time. But seriously, I was getting pretty nervous. I wasn't sure what we were going to do if we got caught stowing away. Well, even if we were discovered, we'd just have to take control of the airship. And we would have had an advantage fighting against this lot in those tight quarters. Superior numbers means nothing without space to maneuver in. Oliver, so you thought that far ahead, taking all these factors into account, huh? Not in a million years, are you kidding? I simply thought it would be fun to infiltrate an enemy base. I think we would have been better off if you said nothing at all. Give the poor guy a break. At least we were able to get in here without incident. Anyway, this looks like somewhere in the Nebel Valley. The Nebel Valley? Like the one on the border of Bose and Rolent? Well, that explains why it's so misty outside. And this is definitely terrain covered with extreme differences in height which prevent the landing of any large aircraft. It looks like your guess was right, Shara. Yeah, well, it didn't seem to help us much in getting here. But anyway, we don't have time to be hanging around here. We'll need to subdue the Sky Bandits and ensure the safety of the hostages being held captive. And of course, your father, Cassius, too. Right. Understood. Okay, let's get down to business. Now, you just happened to join in during a very story-heavy segment. Preemptive strike. We got, 6 monsters. That ain't good. At least they don't seem all that tough. That should hopefully finish this one off. Nope, not quite. Shara will have to finish it. I'm going to send Shara this direction. I don't want Oliver fighting without support. Looks like this is where combat's going to toughen up a bit. There's one down. Start in on this guy. Shara can finish this. And then Oliver has an attack modifier, so let him pop this thing and maybe he can finish it. Ah, he wasn't in range. Damn. Thought he would be in range. Great, poison. If they're trained, it's a cheap security system. Oliver.
Take that!
Damn. Let's finish this thing off. Woo! They have some attack range on them. See if we can't kill that thing and keep it from... Well, no matter what one of them to get the attack boost. Damn. I'm not as familiar with what these things can... Ah, he missed! That hurt a bit. Looks like we're going to be in for some challenging fights in here, folks. Almost got that one. Let's finish it off. One more.
"99 kitty cats."
Wow! I think we're gonna get some awesome experience in here, it looks like. Here we'll use tier on Joshua once. Another empty room. Chest. Found scorpion. Is that a weapon, maybe? It's a whip. It's a nice whip. It's a big upgrade for Shara. Just yet. Okay, now we're getting a little more maze-like here. We're getting some branching paths. The voices of some men can be heard. It sounds like some of the grunts. Shall we rush the room? Let's rush it. Huh? Oh, you guys new around here? Like in your freaking dreams. Are these guys for real? But if you're not new here, then who are you? Wait, are you supposed to be intruders? Bingo! We're with the Bracer Guild. I think it would be best if you surrendered. Forget that! We won't give up without a fight! Okay, this might be a little rough. Okie dokie. Let's see how they bunch up here. Let's do an intercept. Perfect.
The true essence of evil. Take that.
That'll be a big help. Now we start lopping off heads. What's coming up next? You. It's one less attack. Now, which one's the one that's already almost dead? Finish him off. That'll knock that crit onto... Okay. Crap. Crap, if they keep going for Shara. Crap, they got him poisoned. Okay, we can't give up the crit, so I'm going to have her attack this one. That almost finished that off. Art, no. You go ahead and finish him, Shara. I'd rather have Oliver attack, but he can get a tear off in time. Heal her up. Can you cast tear fast enough? Yes. Let's heal him. Okay. He's got two of them pummeling him, so let's heal there again. Plus he's got the poison. We'll let her and Shara take this guy out. Two more. Joshua has the attack bonus. See if it's enough to finish him off. Not quite. But Oliver has an attack.
Take
so
that.
we can pop him. Leaves one. He's full life, but he should be able to be finished off here. He'll get one more attack in, it looks like. Not quite enough. Left him with 11 HP. But it maxed out Joshua's crit, so...
That's that then. Let's move out.
Nice! Alright, now where are the hostages? If you don't start talking, there are going to be some serious consequences involving a whip. Do what you want with us. We're not going to talk. Oh, is that so? Let me handle this, Estelle. Sure. Can't say I didn't warn you guys. Ah! Honestly, I'm being quite gentle with you. Don't think for a second that you're allowed to pass out yet. But if you start talking, maybe I'll be kind enough to let you. They're down below. Some of our crew are guarding them. Very good. Now where are your leaders, Kyle and Josette, right? But forget it, lady. Do your worst. No one will tell you where they are. So the hostages are one thing, but you're not going to sell out your bosses, huh? I guess there's only one thing left to do. Holy Stragus! Shara's as unforgiving as ever. This? No, I've been far more unforgiving. Any masochist would be thrilled to make your acquaintance, Shara. And my whip would be thrilled to make yours. Maybe some other time. It looks like the hostages are being held down below. Let's hurry. Okay, first things first. Let's do some much needed healing here. So, question for everybody. We are obviously at a kind of major point in the game here, and I sincerely doubt we're going to be done in 15 minutes. Okay, I don't want to deal with that just yet. Would anybody be willing to go overtime today? EP charge quartz. Because I kind of am thinking I want to keep going until we finish this area. Jeweled ring, I think we needed that. Sweet. Okay, we're gonna go forward. There's the back. Preemptive strike. I don't like that thing. But looking at it, I'm gonna guess, yes, high weakness to fire. Well, I wanted to make sure. Now Joshua should be able to finish this off. And that leaves the little guys. One to go. That should do it.
That's that then.
I appreciate you
Let's
guys
move
being
out.
willing to go extra today. Because I definitely don't want to drop off here. Okay, we got another one of these guys. Okay. Preemptive strike, it's this fight again, huh? Do it the same way we did it last time. Good, everyone's supers are getting maxed out. We need that. Okay, Joshua's got a crit. I don't want to waste it on him. I'll have a Estelle attack here. He can... No, he can't finish it off. Crap. Okay, we can get a spell. No, we can't get a spell off before its turn. What if we just do a move? No. Shara's gonna have to try to finish him.
Take that!
No, he did get a green. Nice, and we got his super powered up again. That one went well.
Seems you came up short.
Okay, here's going downstairs. Anyone have a clue what this place is? It's way too big for these bandits to have built, and it seems pretty ancient. It almost feels like a stronghold of some sort, and I agree. This place is pretty old. I wonder if people used hidden forts like this one as hideouts back then. As far as I've heard, the turmoil following the Great Collapse continued on for several hundred years. So it doesn't seem that strange to me that something like this is still around. Captain K, welcome! You picked a good day to show up at the last minute. We're going overtime today. The Great Collapse? The collapse of the ancient Zemurian civilization, which existed more than 1,200 years ago. It's said that a huge natural catastrophe wiped them out. Oh, you mean like Professor Alba said before. I tell you what, though, by being a place this hard to find, someone's got some seriously bad taste in hideouts. Not to mention, there are all sorts of monsters lurking around in here, too. I wonder if this is how all men like to live. Shara? Just what kind of men are you hanging out with? Well, thanks for stopping in, Cap. We got a fight! That's a bit smaller of one, at least. God, those things have attack range. Check something really quick. There. Crap, that didn't do what I wanted it to do.
Take
We have to deal with this guy getting a critical. Okay.
Take that!
Damn it! Now he gets a crit. Got it.
Piece of cake.
Okie doke. We went in here, right? Nope. Found Strega R. Her boots? Ah! Nice little defense boost. Well, not a big one. Who needs the most? 68, 69, you need them the most. Okay, that was the way I came. Respawned this fight, but at least with a preemptive, it shouldn't be as rough.
Take that!
I'll finish him off. And we got 2 attacks to try to kill the owl. One of which is attack boosted. Yep, we got it. Shara should finish it as long as she hits. Good.
Oh, are we done already?
Oh, this is the way we came. So I was turned around. Had a feeling that might be the case. Let's go north. Two of these things, huh? Oh, the preemptive. I'll just do this the way that to me makes the most sense. Steady diet of firebolts. And that'll do it.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Okay, that's another hallway. This one's just a dead-end room. That's a pass-through. At least it's pretty easy to get a drop on these things. Okay, let's go Firebolt here. You're going to attack here. Let's go Firebolt here. And attack here. Okay. Joshua, come over and attack this. Oliver, we'll have you finish off him. Shara, you have the higher attack strength, so you attack this one. And hopefully this is the finish.
Piece of cake.
Passed through with just a fight. Probably should take it. These fights are giving good experience. Okay, we're getting pretty far afield here. I don't want to leave branches unexplored. Bear assault. Ah, it's a better gun. Much needed. The voices of some men can be heard. I hear somebody talking again. Should we rush the room? Let's do it. Who are you guys supposed to be? Racers? How'd you get in here? It looks like the hostages are being held in the room just beyond here. I think it's time you surrendered quietly, or else... Don't kid yourself! Let's get them! Another 6 of them. Okay, let's hold off a bit on using Oliver. I want to see if I can get him to bunch up a bit more. Let's move him over his way. And him over this way. That, with our positioning, can hopefully get them to cluster up a bit. He'll come forward. There we go. That's what I was going for. Now we do an interrupt. Ha-ha! Perfect.
Let me show you the true essence of beauty. Take that!
That'll do, Oliver. That'll do. Crap, we might be in trouble, though. Yep, Oliver's going down.
How could I fail?
I've got reviving bombs, though, so I can take care of it. Okay, we have to kill the one with crit. You? Sucks that they're going to get to attack with an attack up, but... Crap, Estelle might go down. Yeah, we're going to be in trouble here. Okay, good. That one went after Joshua. Okay, Art, Tier... Shara, is there one you can finish off? Not quite. Dang it. Should have gone for the 2 weak ones. That was my screw up. Which one's coming up? Turn. I can kill you. And then... one of them is going to get a heal no matter what. Let's go ahead and kill you. Shara gets a heal. Let's finish this guy off. Okay, item.
Take!
That worked out perfectly.
Take that!
Enjoy the show.
But what's going on out there? It seems a bit loud for just an internal squabble. Is everyone all right? We're with the Bracer Guild, and we've come to rescue you. Seriously? We're saved! We've taken care of the guards, so you don't need to worry about anything for the moment. Really? We've been saved? I'm Grant, captain of the airliner Linde. I don't know how to express my gratitude for what you've done for us here today. You can thank us after we've gotten you out of here. By the way... It doesn't look like he's here. Who? Are these all the hostages? Yes, that's correct. This is everybody who was on the Linde, including crew and passengers. Can't be right. Wasn't there a man by the name of Cassius Bright on this flight? He's a member of the Bracer Guild. Cassius Bright? I do seem to remember hearing that name somewhere. Captain, isn't he that passenger? You know, the one who got off right before we left. Right, now that you mention it, there was one passenger who did get off. What do you mean? Well, there was this one passenger who disembarked the airliner right before we took off. A man who had been on board since the Royal City, and he did seem to have such a name if I remember correctly. What? But his name was on the passenger list. Well, since he got off right before we departed, there wasn't any time to document the changes. This would have been handled had we arrived in Roland, but we were attacked by the Sky Bandits en route, and things were left as they were. So that's what happened, huh? I thought it would have been awfully strange if Dad had been captured by the Sky Bandits. Well, it looks like our question has finally been answered. How ironic. Now, wait a minute. Then, just what is Dad doing? With something this big going on, why hasn't he contacted us? Calm down, Estelle. I know you're as curious to know as I am, but thinking about it now isn't going to get us anywhere. Our focus needs to be on securing the safety of the hostages. Okay, you're right. I guess I'll just have to forget about it for now. Listen up, everyone. We are now going to go after the Sky Bandit leaders and arrest them. I know how you all must feel, but I need you to sit tight a little longer. We'll be waiting here. Good luck. If that's the case, we'll prepare for the worst. Our lives are in your hands. In other words, don't let us down. Leave everything to us. Okay, so we've saved the hostages, and now we have to do some healing again. Quit healing the wrong character. There's a rock wall at the end of the passage. Is this a dead end? No, it looks like there's something here. Shall we try pushing on it? We'll come back to it. Familiar voice can be heard. Not yet. Found reviving balm that makes up for the one I just used. Okay, let's go ahead and investigate this. Well, we found our secret passage out. This was a secret door? That's quite a neat little trick there. I wouldn't expect anything less from a secret fort. This looks like it's a corner of the Nebel Valley. Shara, could we help the hostages escape first? No, we need to take out the Sky Bandit boss first. If we're attacked while attempting to escape, there's no way we'll be able to protect that many people. That's true. Well, then how about we get back in there and have a face-to-face chat with the gentleman running this fine operation? Okay, we've got all of our crits up. Except for Ollie's, but that's kind of, you know, we needed to do that. Eavesdrop and then raid the room. So the Queen's gonna pay out the ransom, is she? Now we can finally say goodbye to this meager living. Don't get careless, bro. We haven't got the money in hand yet. Yeah, and we'll need to decide on a plan on how to let the hostages go. Let the hostages go? Now hold on a minute. Why do we have to bother with that? Sorry, needed a drink. Eh? But once we get our mirror, we'll just kill them all and be done with it. We've no need to leave them alive. Don! You're joking, right? They know exactly what we look like, remember? Even if we left Libero for good, we could still be tracked, right? But there are old people and kids among them. Do you really intend to kill them all? I swear, no matter how old you get, you never grow up. This isn't playtime, get it? But I'm sorry to say this, bro, but I'm against killing the hostages, too. Ideos will never forgive us if we do that. And I don't want to get our home back with Mira stained in the blood of innocent people. Kyle, since when did you become the boss around here? Huh? I think it's about time you learned your place. Yeah! Kyle? Who cares about our old home? With this kind of Mira coming in, what could you possibly want with our old, worthless land? We're gonna go blow all this cash somewhere near the southern resort and enjoy the good life for a while. What did you say? And once we run out of Mira, we'll just hijack another airship. This is going to be the future of the Kapua Sky Bandits. Don, what's happened to you? What in Ideos' name has happened to you? Sorry to interrupt, but could you have your little family feud later? You again! Bracers, why are you here? How can you say something so heartless? Especially after you gave us a lift here in your own airship! Impossible! What are you talking about? It can't be. You had your airship sitting in front of the Amberyl Tower, right? We just slipped in when you weren't looking and hid in the cargo hull. In other words, we stole a ride from a bandit. Ha! Take that! For a dimwit, you've really outdone yourself this time. Who are you calling a dimwit? You two-faced tomboy? What did you just call me? You bimbo? Airhead brute! Just try and say that again. All right. Enough of the bickering between you two. We've liberated the hostages and defeated the other members of your group. So it looks like all that's left is you three. In accordance with the laws of the Bracer Guild, you are hereby placed under arrest. It would be best not to resist. Man, crap. Kyle? Rosette? What is the meaning of this? Sorry, bro. I'm sorry, Don. That's okay. I'll forgive you just this once. Once I kill them, that'll be that. What? What a bunch of fools you are! To think with that pitiful number of people that you could ever capture Don Kapua! Yeah! Look how effortlessly he handles that orbital cannon! Kyle, Yosette! It's time to hunt some game! And I like my sport bloody! Here we go! So let's see here. Let's get our first attacks in. We got Kyle with 912. Yosette has 798. And oh crap, Don has almost 2,000 HP. This is gonna be a fight. We're gonna go for... Okay, let's do... I go for Kyle first? I'm kind of thinking maybe we blitz the... Let's blitz the two weaker ones first.
Someone's been naughty.
Let's do this!
That's it for me.
Take that!
Whoa, he has fast attacks. Okay, let's finish him. Now, I think what we're going to have to do here... Damn it, she's the one that doesn't have tier. Move her out wide. Okay, here's how I'm going to do this. We'll have Joshua and Shara attack. Now, just this once, I'm going to have her attack because she's got a crit. Okay, so Joshua attacks. You guys kind of see what I'm thinking here? I think it's pretty good range, so she's still going to have to heal herself some, too. Crap, we don't want him getting that. It's gonna hurt. Nothing I can do about it, though. Yep, that hurt about as much as I thought it was going to. I'm so not used to using them, I didn't even think about it.
Come on.
attack boost plus critical on Sever. I did it!
Nighty night, kitty cats.
Nice. These guys are tough. So this is the strength of a bracer, huh? Crap, how can I lose to this girl? Have you learned your lesson yet? Now that this has been settled, I'm going to ask that you surrender nicely. Any more trouble out of you, and, well, you know what will happen, right? Scheherazade stroked her whip and smiled at Josette. No, anything but that. Why me? Why do I have to go down like this? Ow! What's going on? I hurt all over. And when did I get an orbital cannon? What the heck? Bro? Don? Oh, Josette, are you back from Rovent already? If you're back this quickly, then I guess things didn't work out, huh? Eh? Don't try and cover it up. If you've had enough, then how about leaving the breadwinning to us men? We probably won't be able to earn a whole lot, but be patient. Don, what are you talking about? Did you hit your head, bro? Josette came back from Rolent like forever ago. I went to pick her up right after we attacked the airliner. What? Attacked an airliner? What's all this crazy talk? We'd never do something like that. What's this guy talking about? I don't think he's trying to cover his butt. I think he really doesn't know. Come to think of it, who are these strangers? Don't tell me they're new recruits. Sorry to bust your bubble, but we're not. We're with the Bracer Guild. Huh? What are a bunch of bracers doing up here? This guy's completely lost his marbles. What an interesting turn of events! Whether you've forgotten or not, you're still under arrest. You're charged with hijacking an airliner, hostage-taking, demanding a ransom, and other such offenses. Hijacking an airliner? Hostage-taking and demanding a ransom? Kyle, Josette! Tell me this is some kind of joke! Don? I think that's my line. But thanks to you, bro, we've got a chance to escape. Ah! Oh, hell, not again. Hey! Kyle, we'll talk about this later. I'll just focus on getting out of here. I'm never going to get this smell out of my hair. Let's hurry and get out of this room. Which way did they go? They went up. They're going to try and escape into their airship. Ah! After tracking them this far, we can't let them get away. We've got to catch them. Right. Understood. I made it out alive. Oh, what a tragedy this has become. My delicate nasal cavity. Hey, Oliver, you better hurry or we're going to leave you behind. Wait for me! After them, after them, after them. Let's hope I can remember the way. Hold it right there, you! You're not getting past us! Oh, great, we didn't heal. I wasn't expecting this. Damn. We're just gonna stay right here for now. Well, this sure caught me off guard. This could be bad. Okay, you are going to attack. You are going to attack. Let's finish this one off. Okay, art, tier. They are running for the airship. We're trying to catch up to them, but we got caught by these guys. We gotta fight through them. You were close enough to potentially break through. No, just weaken one. You gotta be careful though, we're starting to... We're not in a very good situation here, we aren't. Okay, that leaves one. No, he missed! God! That was an attack I didn't need to take. Fortunately, I think we've pretty much got this fight in hand. Only 4 of them is not nearly as bad as 6. Damn it, Joshua!
Good to go.
Okay, we got through that one. There's a level up for... Oh, we needed that. We needed that really bad. That restored his TP. EP, I mean. Oh, thank God we needed that. Go, 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 go! Just... Ah, shoot, I wanted to dodge him! Crap! We're gonna run. Dodge. No, he caught us. Let's try. This way. Okay, we got... Oh, they took the hostages? That's no good. Best of damage, but it hit everybody. Let Oliver and Josh finish this one off. One down. Okay, we're gonna have to get a tier on her. There's 2 down. go ahead and have that ready for when he gets to... Okay. Just here. Okay, let's see if we can't finish this. Okay, we'll be able to get him down to 1. And done.
Oh, are we done already?
Nice. Levels up for Shara and Joshua. Which means the only ones I need to heal is Estelle. Crap. At least it's a preemptive. Let's make this fast. Firebolt. Damn it, Shara! Took care of him quick. Nice, we got Ollie up. Okay, one more target. Can we kill it in time? Signs point to yes.
Piece of cake.
Oh, Estelle missed leveling by 3! Is it this way? Should have fought that thing. Crap! It looks like we got company. Don't think you're gonna walk out here the same way you got in. All we need to do is buy some time for Don, Kyle, and Yosette to escape. Trying to shield your masters to the bitter end, huh? Though it's a ridiculous thing to do, your spirit is admirable. And I wonder if beating them into the ground might be a way to honor their sacrifice. Let's take them down. Okay, they're pretty clustered up. Yes, you can get all 4.
True essence of beauty.
And done. That one went nice and fast thanks to Ollie.
Alright, we're good to go.
And there's Estelle's level up to 16. This way. Ah! Huh? What's this? Aha! The military got here. How'd the army find out about this place? That liar, things weren't supposed to go down like this. Hey, get your dirty mitts off of me. Hey, what's going on here? Huh, so those are the ringleaders of the Sky Bandits. I'm surprised they're such a young woman, too. How about you shut your yap and start taking some good pictures? What are the chances of getting another scoop like this? So how about it, Niall? Is this good enough to help you write a decent article? You bet it is. I'm really grateful that you took us along. Oh, and would you mind if we took a picture of you while we're at it? Huh? What do you think, General Morgan? Do as you like. This plan was successful thanks to your genius. In all honesty, this is truly something to boast about. No, this was just the result of the accuracy of the Intelligence Division's analysis. And thanks to the cooperation of those of you standing over there. What? What are you guys... how the heck? What's going on exactly? It's you kids again. Hey look, it's Estelle and Joshua. Bracers, why are you here? Just for the record, I'll tell you, we infiltrated this place one step ahead of you. Again. And the entire hideout has been subdued. We chased the fleeing Sky Bandit leaders up this way, but I never would have guessed that the Royal Army's patrol ships would be waiting. Once again, you've overstepped your bounds. With all due respect, General, it was because of them that our military strike saw this level of success. Therefore, shouldn't we in turn recognize their achievements? Do as you wish. I'll leave the rest up to your discretion. I'll return to the ship and see what information I can get out of these Sky Bandits. Very well, General. That old man's as stubborn as ever. He's not a bad person, he just lacks a little flexibility. That aside, where are the other Sky Bandits and the hostages? The other lackeys should be just lying all over the place unconscious. And as for the hostages, we have them waiting in the same room they were imprisoned in. I see. You have done this nation a great service. Please leave the transportation of the hostages and the cargo to us. Let's move, Captain Amalthea. Yes, Colonel. Wait for me, Colonel. I'd really like to interview you kids, but this time the Colonel is top priority. But if we have another opportunity, I'd appreciate doing one with you, too. See you later, Estelle, Joshua. We did have some rough fights in this place, I gotta say. My. You had your whole shining moment uprooted and stolen, just like that. You got that right. Don't let it bother you, Estelle. The Bracer's role has always been that of the unsung hero, so there's no real reason for us to stand out. That sounds about right, yeah. Dad always made a point of staying in the background, too. Really? I never noticed. Where is Dad? I guess that's one problem we're still gonna figure out. Where is Dad now? What's he doing? And why hasn't he tried to contact us? It looks like there's nothing else left for us to do here. In the meantime, let's get back to Bose and report what happened with the incident. We'll try and figure out what to do about your dad after that. At least we don't have to walk back. I really appreciate all your hard work. It appears that my impression about you was right. I knew that you would come through and bring closure to this incident. Yeah, but the army took off with all the glory. So I don't know if we could exactly say that we solved the case. No, that's not true. If you hadn't been there, I doubt know if the army's raid would have been so successful. Backed into a corner as they were, the Sky Bandits may very well have harmed the hostages. Agreed. Everything worked out because you infiltrated their hideout and took them out ahead of time. You should be proud of what you've done. You really think so? It's true that the hostages were freed and the Sky Bandits arrested, but it's a bit vexing to know that there are still some unanswered questions left. The men who appeared in the Valeria Lakeshore and the mystifying attitude of the leader of the Sky Bandits. I think we should consider that there's a lot behind this incident that we don't know about. Well, I guess we'll have to leave that part up to the Royal Army to figure out. With all the culprits being detained by them, there's really not much left we can do. Anyway, we should just be glad all the hostages came back safe. Thanks to the news about the arrest of the Sky Bandits, things are returning to normal here in town. As a token of my thanks, I've added a bit of a bonus to your reward. Really? Are you okay with that? Of course I am. I'd like to thank you too, Oliver. I just hope that my work was worth the price of that grand Chardonnay. Yes, in fact, there was change to spare. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and if anything else comes up, I'd greatly appreciate your help again. Good day. Wow, nice that someone appreciates us. I'm sure that if the incident had gone on any longer, it would have caused much more confusion. It's probably only natural that the mayor is as happy as she is. Now I'm starting to feel all giddy inside. I don't think a bracer could be any more happy than knowing her work helped out a bunch of people. If you say so. But I think it's safe to say that you're no longer greenhorns. Honestly, the two of you really surprised me this time. You think so? At any rate, please accept your assessment and pay for clearing up the incident. Here's the pay the mayor was talking about. It's a very, very nice sum. And this is from me. Received recommendation. Isn't this a recommendation from the Bose branch? Is it alright to give this to us so soon? Of course, it would be downright rude of me not to recommend you after resolving such a big incident. Please accept it. Thank you, Lugran. We'll work hard so that we don't bring any embarrassment on this recommendation. Great work, you two. I'm sure your father would be extremely pleased if he heard the news. Sure. You're probably right. I wonder what on earth Cassius could be doing right now. Not contacting the guild is one thing, but not contacting his family is a completely different matter. Yeah, it's definitely not like him. After he suddenly disembarked from the airliner in Bose, I wonder where he could have gone. Excuse me, please. Aren't you that receptionist from the landing port? What's the matter? You see, we recovered some of the cargo stolen by the Sky Bandits, and among some of the pieces was a number of parcels addressed to the Bracers Guild, so I'm here to deliver one of them today. I appreciate you doing that. Wait a minute, why is there something addressed to this branch when the airliner left Bose to begin with? It's actually addressed to the Rolent branch, but aren't Cassius's bright family members here? What? That's us, but... Oh, perfect! We contacted the Rolent branch and they said you had come here. Here you are, this is the parcel. Estelle was given both the letter and parcel. The letter? Yup, it's in Dad's handwriting. It's addressed to Joshua and I at the Rolent branch. It seems as if he just scribbled it out before he got off the airliner. I guess Dad did intend on getting in contact with us after all. Oh, well that's good to hear. So that parcel is from your dad too? No, this one looks like it was sent to my dad by someone else. Huh, that's odd. Yeah, the sender hasn't written their name anywhere. Okay, my business here is done, so I'll be on my way. Oh, and one other thing. Good job in helping arrest those Sky Bandits. You bracers sure do excellent work. And to think that a clue about your father would be mixed in with the airliner's cargo. Feel free to use the lounge upstairs to read his letter if you'd like. Thanks, Lugran. Oh well, then let's have a look at the contents, shall we? Do you mind telling me what you're still doing here? It's just plain and simple curiosity, that's all. Why did your father disembark the airliner prior to its departure? Were I forced to wait around for an answer, the question would stick in my mind, so I'd never be able to sleep at night. And you're telling me this because... Oh, how heartless and cruel you can be to a companion who has traveled alongside you. And just who is it you have to thank for being able to infiltrate the Sky Bandits' hideout, I wonder? All right already. You can be rather obnoxious fellow, I hope you know. I guess we don't have much of a choice. However, depending on the content, we may have to ask you to leave, okay? Of course, I understand. Alright, let's see what he has to say. Estelle started by cutting the letter seal. Dear Estelle and Joshua, I'm sure you're probably about finished with the jobs I left for you, right? I'm also sure there are many things you'll have trouble with in the beginning, but take each one step at a time. I know you can both succeed. Anyway, it turns out that I've had a little trouble with my own work, and unfortunately it looks like I won't be able to make it home for quite some time. Please don't expect my return until after the Queen's birthday celebration. I'm really sorry that things turned out like they did, but you should be grown up enough to not be lonely while I'm away. So until I get back, I'll leave it up to you both to decide how you want to live. You're free to continue working in Rolent, or you're free to pursue qualifying as a senior bracer. Your 16th year is a vintage time in your life, so make sure not to waste it. Please give my regards to Sherazard and Ina. Cassius Bright. That seems like the type of letter your father would write. It touches lightly on things, but it's full of consideration toward the both of you. Yeah, it looks that way. The Queen's birthday celebration, is it? From what I've heard, that's still a ways off. Yep, it's about 2 or 3 months away, which means this would be the perfect time to take a small trip. I really wonder where your father is and what he's up to. Forget about that, and let's focus on what's in that package. With an unknown sender, there's bound to be something interesting inside. To be honest, I'm pretty curious myself, though we shouldn't be opening things addressed to my dad. Why don't you think of it this way? It was a package delivered by an unknown sender about the time your father disappeared. The two might be related, you know. That's true. Oliver? Don't coax Estelle into doing something to satisfy your own curiosity. Actually, though, Oliver does have a good point. Instead of leaving it until our dad comes home, it might be worth looking into. Okay, let's check it out. Estelle opened the parcel from the unknown sender. Inside was a shiny, black hemispherical device. Also enclosed was a single memo with the item. What's that supposed to be? It's an orbment, although I'm not sure what it's used for. Let's see what the memo says. I realize it's Olivier, but I like Oliver better. I was able to secure the item the aforesaid group was carrying, so please take care of it. Please ask Professor R to do an analysis of it when you find an opportunity. K. That's it? Yep. It looks like the sender didn't write anything else. Shara, do you have any idea who K or Professor R might be? I hate to say this, but I don't have a clue for either. Your father's pretty well known, so there's a possibility these people could be foreigners, too. If this is the only thing we've got to go on, then honestly, I'm about ready to throw in the towel. What the heck is this black orbment anyway? From the shape alone, it doesn't look like anything intended for general use. Welcome back, by the way, Haley. Although it feels a little similar to the battle orbment. Even so, it's still quite different. A normal battle orbment has slots in which to install quartz, but this one has none. Maybe this one is an artifact. An artifact? Precisely. An artifact is an orbment created by an ancient civilization. Artifacts are the models for all orbments produced today. You were quiet, so I thought you'd taken off for a while. They're still occasionally discovered in the ruins, and for the most part, the Septian Church has custody over them. They're a type of antique, so to speak. But this one doesn't appear to be that old. It looks to me like it was made recently. You're right about that. However, this one almost seems like a black market item. Geez, now look what happened because of my good-for-nothing dad. Doesn't he know that we're all worried about him? Estelle. Now he's getting some sketchy item from an unknown sender. What in the world has my dad gotten himself into this time? Estelle. You know, Estelle, I've been thinking. How about we continue our journey? Huh? Joshua? That's what Dad wrote in his letter, right? He said, where you're free to pursue qualifying as a senior bracer. Yeah, he did say that, but we've already managed to get recommendations from Rolent and Bose, right? All that's left are Rouen, Zeiss, and Grancel. Only those three. If we do jobs as we travel around to the other regions, we might just hear something about where Dad is or what he's doing. I think we're just worrying ourselves for nothing considering Dad's skills. And there's also the possibility that we may have even traveled abroad. But I think getting off our own duffs is a lot better than just sitting around and waiting. And we just might be able to find this Professor R, too. Joshua? What? You're a genius! Estelle, what are you talking about? This is like killing 2 birds with 1 stone, or maybe even 10! Sometimes I hate you for being so smart. So should I consider that a yes? Oh, is it ever? Yes! Yes! Triple yes! Training to be senior bracers as we travel around the barrel? and exposing what that no-good middle-aged man has been doing in the process. I think you're somehow missing the point. It looks like she's back to her old self. I guess it's settled then. Well, take care. I'm going to head back to Rolent now. That said, I'm still a little worried about you two. Are you sure you don't want me to come along? Give it a rest, Shara. We'll be fine. The whole reason we're going on this trip is to become senior bracers. It wouldn't be training anymore if you came with us. And if you didn't go back, the Rolent branch would have a hard time managing things. Don't worry about us. We'll figure out a way to get things done. Well, if you insist. It's pretty rare for someone your age to be aiming for senior bracer status, so don't overdo it. And if you run into any trouble, contact the Rolent branch, you got it? I'll come running, no matter where you are. Sure. Thanks, Shara. And the same goes for you. Don't get yourself too liquored up. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Alright, I'll watch the number of drinks. Never fear, dear children. You can count on me to protect fair Shara. And why are you headed to Rolent? Not to mention with Shara. That's because I've tasted all there is to taste of the local dishes here in Bowes. And I thought it was about time I turned my attentions to another region. As for Rolent's cuisine, I've heard the produce is just to die for, so that's what I'm looking forward to next. That's pretty much it. He said he wants me to introduce him to a nice restaurant and some lovely vegetables or some nonsense. Since he's so persistent, I only agreed to him coming along under the condition that he go drinking with me at the bar. We'll never see him alive again. Oliver, I really hope you understand what you promised her. I could die for the likes of fine women and food. Part of me longs to be by your side as you continue your journey, Joshua. But after many agonizing hours of consideration, I've decided to accompany fair Scheherazade instead. I think I'll be better off with you a safe distance away from me. Well, have fun, but I'm warning you, don't you dare make any trouble in Rolent, you hear me? And here's another piece of advice. When Shara's at the bar, watch out. That's when the gloves come off. I am seriously not joking when I say you should beware. How dare you speak about your mentor like that, Estelle? And besides, Ina's coming along too. Yeah, and she's even worse than you. The gloves come off, huh? Is that, perchance, what you and Estelle were talking about before? Yes, Estelle said it best, though. It was nice knowing you. Yes, it was a pleasure. The Rolent-bound airliner will be departing shortly. All passengers, please board the airship now. Well, Ollie boy, it looks like it's time for us to leave. Come on now, we'd better hurry and get on. Shara, wait! Can't we talk this over? I'd really appreciate it if I had just a little more time to think things through. Surely you're not getting cold feet already. If you consider yourself a man, then quit acting like a ninny. Eek! See you later, Shara. Give our regards to everyone in Rolent. Have a wonderful trip, you two. I think he just realized what he got himself into. Oops. I don't know. I have a feeling Shara will show up again. And that's the end of Chapter 1, folks. 15 hours and we're just at the end of Chapter 1. Let's go ahead and save. And that's about the gist of the Sky Bandit incident that occurred in northern Liberal. And do you think the bankrupt Capua family drifted all the way down here? You might be contacted by Liberal regarding the incident, so deal with it as you see fit. Yeah, it turns out I wasn't able to meet him in the end. It seems like everything else must have come up. Also, the connection with the Sky Bandit incident is still unknown, but it's clear that another power is at work here. No, it's not like that at all. I've also become acquainted with an interesting bunch. The food's great, there are babes everywhere. This is unquestionably my kind of country. Maybe I'll just take up permanent residence here while I'm at it. All right, there's no need to throw a fit. Anyway, see what else you can find out. Just don't get caught looking into things by the Chancellor. I'll contact you again, friend. I love messing with that guy. He's just so stuffy and uptight that I can't help myself. A portable phone, huh? Well, aren't you carrying around quite the nifty gadget? Shara! And the fact that you're carrying around an orbment that even the Zeiss Central Factory couldn't create. Well, how about you tell me who you really are? Come on, Shara, don't treat me like I'm some kind of stranger. I'm Oliver Lenheim, the wandering bard and gifted musician you've come to adore. But if you'd like to get to know me better, I'm sure we could arrange something. A little pillow talk, perhaps? How about we skip the foreplay and go straight to the climax? Your cheap antics don't fool me, Oliver. Or should I call you Mr. Erebonian Operative? It looks like the title Silver Streak isn't just for show. So I guess you were pretending that you didn't notice in front of Estelle and Joshua, huh? I don't want to worry those two any more than they already are. So back to the subject at hand. Why don't you start talking? Who are you, and what are you doing in Libero? Before that, I'm going to have to correct you on 2 points. First off, these cheap antics, as you call them, are totally natural. I'm not play acting or anything, that's just who I am. Oh, I'm sure. So do you mean to tell me that you drank that wine without paying just because you felt like it? And after that, being taken to the Haken Gate so you could gather information was also a part of the plan? And you even set yourself up to run into us. I don't think so. I'll leave that part up to your imagination. The other thing I must correct you on is that this device is not an orbment. It is an artifact which was unearthed in the Empire. It can piggyback off any orbital communication system, and its transmissions can be encrypted, so there's no worry about them being intercepted. It comes in handy for a busy man such as myself. An artifact, like one of the sacred relics the Septian Church has stewardship over. Now I'm all the more curious to know what you're after. Oh, no, Shara. You should never try to pry into the secrets of a mysterious beauty all at once. How would you like to get to know a real woman? I'd be more than willing to show you with my whip. Shara, I don't see any humor in those eyes. Well, jokes aside, you really should have just been straightforward from the beginning. As you've already figured out, my position is like that of an operative in the Empire. But I have no intention of sabotaging anything or stealing classified information. I merely came here to meet a certain someone. A certain someone? Yes, someone you all know too well. The one lauded as the supreme swordsman and master strategist by the Royal Army. The bracer with the special title belonging to but 4 people throughout the whole of the entire continent. The Divine Blade, Cassius Bright, is the one I seek. Madrigal of the White Magnolia. Well, we've gone a little over an hour over time. Let's see. If we're going to travel around the entire kingdom, then our next destination is in the Rouen region. I wonder which route we should take to get there. About that, so you're really not planning on using an airliner? I think it's going to be quite the detour if we head there on foot. You remember what Shara said, right? We need to walk and actually see the places we protect first. Or was it Dad who said that? Alright, I guess we have some time on our hands. It wouldn't be a bad thing to head there on foot. We could save the money it would cost to use an airliner. Great idea! We can use the money we saved to go shopping at the Bose Market. After all, we didn't have the time to spend shopping around leisurely during the whole Sky Bandit mess. And we could leave after that, so what do you think? I don't care either way, but try not to waste too much money. Just so you know, in order to enter the Rouen region, we'll need to go through Crone Pass to the west. Once you're done shopping, let's leave through the west gate. Okay, the west gate, right? Okay, so we're well over time, but we're going to do one final little thing. And the only reason we're doing it now is because otherwise I know I'll forget. And since we're leaving Bose behind, excuse me, you're Lana, right? Yes, that's right. Is there something I can help you with? Actually, we found a ring that looks something like the one mentioned in the job request at the guild. If we could, we'd like to have you take a look at it. Really? Truly? Handed over a jeweled ring. Oh, who would have ever thought this would have come back to me like this? So there is no doubt that this is the ring that was stolen? No, this is the one that was stolen, all right. It was a memento from my mother. I would know it anywhere. I see. It must be really important to you then, right? I had almost believed that I would never see it again. I don't know how I can ever repay you for finding this. I'm just glad we could help. So I guess our work here is done unless there's something else. No, that's all, and once again, thank you for finding this for me. Well then, if that's all, we'll leave you to your business. Have a nice day. Quest stolen ring completed. We'll go turn that in, and then we're going to save and wrap this up, because, yeah, I've about killed my throat at this point. Going 3 hours straight is a little painful. Current rank is Junior Bracer 6. One more thing. And nothing new, so we are free to move on. So yeah, it's been a fun day, and definitely interesting. And now we've started Chapter 2. But we're going to wrap this one up. It's about that time. As always, I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. I know I had fun. Yeah, we're going to wrap this one up. Don't forget, we'll have our second stream of the week tomorrow, where I will go for another hour, 5:30 p.m. Central Time, for another hour of Dust and Elysian Tale. And then we'll be back to this stream again on Sunday. So, as always, I hope you all had fun. Thanks for tagging in and commenting in the chat. It's been a blast, and we've had a lot of laughs today, and seen some interesting story development. So, thanks again, and we'll see you tomorrow night and next week. Farewell.